Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm currently 19 years old. I am a part-time, full-time uni student actually. I'm studying a Bachelor of Nursing and I work part-time at the Australian Taxation Office, and I'm also a part-time model. I do a bit of modelling here and there on the side for some extra money. It is pretty hard to balance it. Sometimes when they want me on the same day, I've got to essentially pick, I'm like, what's going to get me more out of which one? Obviously, because I work consecutively every week at the ATO, I would rather pick modelling because modelling is just something I do once in a while. So yeah, I'll try and pick modelling and balance out the ATO on the side. But if I do modelling, it's mostly on the weekends. So I have like a balance and like a bit of versatility, because sometimes just working at the ATO can get very full on. So I just like to have like a different job with a different mindset and yeah, different stuff to do. I feel like working over the years, I've been working since I was 15, both in in the past I've worked in fast food, retail, and now working at the ATO. I'd say there's still a very big stigma of gender roles in society, and I have faced it at the ATO. I have been undermined by my male managers in the past, and it's like if you try to bring up an issue, they just dismiss you. They don't really listen to what you're saying, and that has been a problem. But yeah, it's something honestly that sort of is like an unspoken issue in society at the moment. I think I have tried to combat it, battle with it by, hey, I'm actually speaking, can you listen to me? This is what I want to do. Can you actually help me or not? End of story. I feel like it's always been a male-dominated world. I'd like to think there are very successful women, and I know that they are out there, but there's just not enough, and that's still an issue. Even in a country like Australia, there's not enough female politicians. There's not enough females in certain jobs and industries, and I think that needs to change. And obviously in third world countries like India and parts of Asia and other countries, there's still so much ongoing violence towards women and unfair opportunities. And yeah, it's pretty much very patriarchal society.
Women still continue to be mistreated today because it's a complex situation, They have cultural, economic, institutional factors. There's many factors. There's a stereotype that they have about women. They think women are the weaker than the man, They think males are muscle, so everything's, and the women's weaker. So they always consider the weaker out of the two, right? So there's lots of things that come into this. There's economic inequality, right? So women get paid less, than men. And that's one major reason, and lack of education, I think. This definitely comes down to education, because this is a basic human right. People need to be educated more about this. So education is one thing, facing challenges, and women themselves using their voice to speak up, They need to be loud and louder, And I don't mean literally, but they need to speak up and speak for themselves, right? Education's a big thing in this one.
I mean, it's hard to say because you never know what they're going through and you don't know what situations they're in and what they're facing right now, but just try your best, because if you don't try, you'll never know. And if you never want to have that feeling, because I didn't try, I didn't know I could get out of the situation. Because if you try, you're just gonna, what's the worst that could happen? You get pushed back down, and then but you can try harder for the next time. So it's important. Just keep trying.